After more than half a century at the helm of one of the most controversial and powerful organizations in the world, Klaus Schwab is stepping down. The 86-year-old founder and executive chairman of the World Economic Forum has officially announced his retirement, ending 55 years of leadership and global influence. But it's not just a retirement. Schwab's departure comes with a striking admission. The WEF has lost its sense of mission. What does this mean for the future of the WEF? And what does it say about the state of the global elite's most trusted institution? Let's break it down. Chapter 1. Who is Klaus Schwab? Klaus Schwab founded the World Economic Forum in 1971. What began as a small European business conference soon became the global elite's most exclusive gathering. Davos, a sleepy Swiss town, became a symbol of transnational power, where billionaires, CEOs, presidents, and royals gathered each year to shape the future of the world. Schwab's motto? Stakeholder capitalism. A world where governments, corporations, NGOs, and citizens supposedly work together towards shared goals. But critics called it something else. Corporate globalism, masquerading as moral leadership. And Schwab? The architect of the agenda. Chapter 2. The Rise of Davos Man. For decades, Klaus Schwab positioned the WEF as the place where big ideas are born. Climate change, AI regulation, pandemic response, inclusive finance, global tax policy. The WEF didn't just comment on global issues, it tried to set the agenda. Schwab's network included everyone from Bill Gates to Xi Jinping, Mark Zuckerberg to Pope Francis. But the deeper the WEF reached into politics, tech, and finance, the louder the criticism grew. From both the left and the right, voices accused the WEF of becoming a global shadow government, unelected, unaccountable, and massively influential. And then came the spark that lit the powder keg, COVID-19. Chapter 3. The Great Reset Controversy. In 2020, amid the pandemic chaos, Klaus Schwab released a bold proposal, the Great Reset. He argued that the pandemic was a chance to rethink capitalism, restructure economies, and accelerate the green transition. To many, it sounded like a top-down plan to reshape the world, with no democratic debate. WEF's phrase, "you'll own nothing and be happy," became meme fuel and conspiracy gold. Critics warned of creeping technocracy, of centralized control, of digital ID mandates and ESG scoring. Whether those fears were fair or not, one thing was clear. The WEF had lost the trust of the public. Chapter 4. Klaus Schwab's exit statement. Now, in 2024, Klaus Schwab is stepping down, and his farewell statement pulls no punches. We began as a mission-driven platform for cooperation. Somewhere along the way, we became a symbol of something else. I acknowledge that our sense of mission has been diluted. He adds, the forum must evolve, or it will become irrelevant. This is as close to an admission of failure as Schwab has ever made. It's an acknowledgement that Davos lost the plot, more focused on optics than outcomes, more interested in control than collaboration. Chapter 5. Who's taking over? As of now, there's no confirmed successor. Speculation points to a short list of WEF insiders: Børge Brende, WEF president and former Norwegian foreign minister; Lawrence Fink, BlackRock CEO and WEF board member; Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, WTO chief and Davos regular. But the real question isn't who takes over. It's whether anyone can restore credibility to the WEF. After years of political entanglement, media backlash, and grassroots distrust, the forum is struggling to define its role in a multipolar, fragmented world. Chapter 6. The End of the Global Consensus. The WEF was built on a dream of global cooperation. But the 2020s have shattered that dream. The US and China are decoupling. Europe is struggling with energy and migration crises. Developing nations are demanding a new financial order. There is no longer a single global elite, just competing blocs, competing values, and rising discontent. In this context, the WEF looks less like a leader and more like a relic. A reminder of an era when billionaires could talk about saving the world while flying in on private jets. Chapter 7. Critics celebrate, supporters worry. Schwab's resignation has sparked strong reactions. Critics say, good, the WF overreached and now it's imploding. Populist leaders across Europe, Latin America, and Asia have called for the forum to be dismantled entirely. But supporters warn, be careful what you wish for. Whatever its flaws, the WEF brought people together. In a fractured world, some fear there's no platform left that can even attempt global dialogue. Is chaos better than coordination? Chapter 8. What comes next for the WEF? There are two paths forward. Reinvention. A humbler, more focused WEF that rebuilds trust from the ground up, listening instead of lecturing. Decline. A slow fade into irrelevance as governments, companies, and civil societies bypass Davos entirely. Much depends on leadership, and even more depends on whether the forum can shed its image as an elitist club disconnected from reality. Conclusion: the fall of Davos Man? Klaus Schwab's departure marks the end of an era. He didn't just run an organization. He embodied a world, but that era is crumbling. Today's world is messier, more democratic, more defiant, and the institutions that once claimed to represent the global good are being asked, finally, to prove it. So here's the real question. Is this the fall of Davos Man? Or just the beginning of something even more centralized?